A massive tsunami of liquidity is coming, but how do you prepare for this? What does all of this mean? And how do you not get wrecked? I'm going to start to go deeper in the way that Coach JV's mind works. I have zero emotion in this shit. I'm very strategic. I have a plan. You can't FUD me in. You can't FUD me out. I keep it super simple. I stay out of the hype. I build a plan. I stick to it. And I pull myself to a 30,000 foot overview and I study history to see where I think the future is going. But I'm telling you, liquidity is coming. Now, what does that mean? You have to get out of the hype. You have to get out of focused on price predictions. I guarantee you, that's how you're going to get wrecked. What you have to do is understand who, what will be the picks and shovels. What truly is going to rewire the financial system? Do you really think, all of you people still stuck in the industrial area, with AI technology, wake up, that we're still going to be operating on a cash system in the next 10 to 20 years? That with AI technology, that we're going to be operating on a slow, clunky DOS banking system? No. Just use logic, guys. Take your emotion out of it. The last 18 years, we went from a flip phone to this, whatever this is. Last 3 years, technology has advanced, boom, like this because of AI technology. In the next year, what took 3 years will start taking 6 months. And what took 6 months will start taking 30 days. And what took 30 days will take a day. AI technology cannot operate without blockchain technology. There's your first hint. Banks can no longer operate in the new era in the old system. There's your second hint. So if you know that there's a rewiring, or maybe you don't know, there's a rewiring of the infrastructural system, then study at a deep level what is going to rewire the system. That's how I make my investments. I believe Bitcoin is the digital gold. I believe it, I use it, I store it, I'm never selling it. I use it to build wealth. I actually leverage it to buy cash generating assets. So you can't FUD me in and FUD me out. I'm building wealth off of it. It grows 50% every year. I've never seen an asset like this ever. A savings account that grows 50% every year? What the? That's crazy. That's where I store my wealth. Simple, no emotion. It's worked out pretty well. XRP. I love XRP. Why my money where my mouth is? We own a lot personally. We own a lot for our company. No emotion. We understand banking. I went to CBA Executive Banking School. I understand how banks work. I studied the living shit out of Ripple, the company, and XRP, the currency. And I'm like, damn, they are going to be one of the top, most disruptive companies in the world. Ripple will be remembered in history. They are fixing the liquidity crisis. Simple. There we go. That sounds like a good investment for me and my family. Well, it worked out pretty well because as the public lost 18% purchasing power, 19% purchasing power in inflation from 2020 to 2024 because the old administration is we grew our XRP 800%, our Bitcoin 200%. So I stored my wealth over there and crushed inflation because I'm owning the picks and shovels that I believe are going to be in the future. Do you see where I'm taking you with this? I don't give a shit about price predictions. I don't care about the bull and bear market. What I care about is the long-term fundamentals. And when it goes up, I pull a little bit off the table, no emotion. I focus on 4 things. I build more cash flow. Cash is trash. I make cash flow. I'll never put my family in a position ever again like COVID where they came and shut my business down. That's bullshit. My family is no longer in a position where I have to rely on another man or woman for my money. Well, I guess investing, that's relying on a company, man or woman, so that'd be kind of a lie. But I don't, eventually, with the next 9 years, I'll never have to trade time for money again. Just intellectual thoughts. Investing, Warren Buffett stuff. So I focus on cash flow. I'm constantly creating cash flow. I move that cash flow into deflationary assets that beat inflation. I used XRP and Bitcoin and many other cryptos, and I'll give you my top 6 in just a moment because I want to be open and honest on everything I'm doing. Not saying you have to do it, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing. So then I move them into deflationary assets, and every single month I pump money into my life insurance premiums. Now, why would I do that? Because I like being my own bank. It's called life insurance, not death insurance. I use it during my life. Number 4 category is leverage. So here's exactly what I do. I create cash flow with my income. I don't buy Lambos, Ferraris, and houses. Eventually I'll be able to buy the fun stuff, but I only buy it with assets. That moment is coming where I can buy the cool shit, but I'm patient. I got everything I need. I got food, shelter, awesome family, and I got a boat, and I go to my boat a lot. I got nature. I'm good. I'm a simple man, but I do like cool shit. but I won't buy it with my family's money. Okay, I digress. So I create cash flow, okay? Move it into deflationary assets that grow, that beat inflation. That's simple. I don't care what you invest in, just make sure you're beating inflation. When those deflationary assets, boom, when they go up, Bitcoin, we're never selling. Let's move it into leverage. I pull profits. I think it's silly to watch a market go up and go down. I pull profits and I stuff it into my cash value life insurance. First move. Well, why would you do that? Because it's called life insurance. I use it during my life. So now in leverage, I have a Bitcoin bank and I have an insurance bank. So as you sit there and watch your assets go up and down, I'm now richest man in Babyloning, cash flow quadrantine, that's a word, and leveraging at low leverage off of my assets and turning $1 into $2. Then I take the leverage and I beat the hurdle rate and inflation and I make 3. So then I buy more cash flow that pays off the leverage. And then guess what I do when the leverage is paid off? I buy more cash flow. I started at a very small level, built a system. An idiot with a plan is much smarter than a genius with no plan. I've met many geniuses with no plan. I'm not the smartest cat in the world, but I'm very disciplined and I'm good at following systems. I started with crypto. I opened an insurance policy. When crypto went parabolic, I didn't buy shit. I bought and built businesses. Let's say I bought businesses. I invested in my companies. I scaled my companies. As my income increased dramatically by scaling my companies and the crypto liquidity event is I bought more assets when everybody ran from crypto. Because I studied and I believed that was a great way to beat inflation. Okay? Then I stacked and stacked and stacked and stacked. Put money into my life insurance, money into my life insurance. And then Trump gets elected and boom, big liquidity event. Did my first exit target. And what do? We buy more cash flow. Now we're gonna go in the back end of this year. This video is September 19th, I think. I don't know what the date is. It's September 2025. So November, December, probably first quarter, we're gonna go way up and I'll calmly pull profits off of altcoins, not my Bitcoin. I'll stuff money into my cash value life insurance and everybody runs from crypto. I'm gonna be buying your crypto when it goes back into a bear market. I'll be buying it with cash on the sidelines, with cash flow that I created with dividends, and I'll be borrowing against my asset to richest man in Babylon. It's not that difficult. We're making it way too difficult. You got to learn how to beat inflation. That's it. I don't care if you use a gold. I don't care if you use silver. I don't care if you use a house. I don't care if you use a mouse. You need to beat inflation. So study inflation, what it is, and how you become poor every single year, that at 2%, every 35 years, your money gets cut in half. Study hurdle rates. Stop borrowing against your future self, buying cars you can't afford to impress people you don't even like, and extending your buyer power when you don't even have the income to get it. And start taking your money and buying assets. I don't care if you use Dave Ramsey's system, Coach JV's system, Robert Kiyosaki's system. I don't care if you use the charts, straw, whatever you use. Just use a system and stick to it. All systems work if you work the system. That's the issue. You're relying on another man or woman for your retirement and to take care of your family. And that's not cool, especially if you're a man and head of household. It's your responsibility to be financially, spiritually, physically able to protect your family. So let's get our shit together. Let's lock arm in arm and let's climb this mountain. Warriors, rise! Get your shit together. God bless you. Love you guys.